Hello, Leo, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your mid-June tarot check-in, and your theme is the King of Cups, mindfulness, equilibrium, balance of the heart and the head, and having a lot of compassion, yet strength. Let's see what else is in store for you for this month. But just before I lay out these cards, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe already. I really appreciate it. Anyways, let's see what's in store for you. All right, so what do you need to know for this month? Ooh. Interesting, definitely to do with family, relationships, as usual for most people. Wow. All right, so I feel like what's kind of led in, okay, so you're coming up as the Lovers, which can sometimes represent a Gemini. So there's some sort of partnership regardless. Now this could be internal within you, especially, the partnership of the masculine and the feminine within you may be very well balanced. But I feel like for most of you, this has to do with your attitude towards relationships. You may have been defensive in the past because of a situation that really forced you to gain a lot of strength, and it didn't really go in the way that you thought. And it's definitely to do with family, because in the past leading into this, it's the Ten of Pentacles. So maybe the reason you got into the situation may have something to do with your family upbringing, or maybe you have had a family with this person, like marriage and kids and things like that in the past, or at least were on that path. Yeah, there's definitely a new mindset. It's definitely something that happened in the past. I don't see it happening this month. I do see the new mindset from previously. I feel like in the future, though, there's just going to be a little bit too much burden. We've got the outcome as the Ten of Wands, and that's just overburdened. You've kind of made it to the top. Things are it's like too much responsibility and things like that. And it might have to do with a relationship with a particular person. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune aspecting this. So I feel like things are just going to go in a different way. Something unexpected is going to happen. And this is always something that's unexpected, usually for both parties involved. And I think you're just going to kind of kick back and relax. And it might be a relationship that was going to be serious, but now it's become more like friendship, acquaintances, like you still enjoy each other, or maybe that's what you want. Maybe this whole relationship has gotten to be too much responsibility, burden relationship, and you're just wanting to kind of kick back and relax a little bit more. I'm not saying that the relationship is ending at all. I do not see that. What I do see is maybe just things are definitely going to change. There's going to be an unexpected change with this other person. This is so interesting because you're the Leo and the other person of the situation is coming up as strength, which is the Leo. But I feel like, so that might be you actually, even though this card represents Leo, that might be more you. I know it's not a lion, okay? But that could be the other person. So I don't know, is this person, things just in this relationship might not be the way that you want it to be necessarily. It might not be going in the right direction, in the direction that you want, that either of you want. There might need to be a rethinking. All right, let's clarify some of these, then we'll pull some advice cards. Oh, wow. Wow, so you didn't expect yourself to be in a relationship with this person, okay? And there's definitely going to be an adjustment or a balance, a more clear looking at the situation in the future. Whatever is going on with this relationship, there's definitely a lot of stress, okay? And by the way, the stress isn't the be-all, end-all, because at the end of the day, like, the love is the strongest thing, because you're coming up as the Lovers, right? And even though it's being clarified by the Five of Discs worry, it's like, that's the main card is the Lovers. Like, that's true. There might be just a little bit too much conflict, and I feel like it's because you or both of you have had some sort of a change in perspective on the relationship, and it could have been because of what someone said, something just, or even just a thought, just this new way of thinking, this new perception. And that could have been from a piece of information, whether it was something written or spoken, and that could be online or on your phone or something like that. But yeah, you didn't expect to actually end up in the family pathway with this person. I feel like it's the other person was kind of trying to make it happen more. They almost created it, but it might not be completely what you want. I think that things aren't going the way that they thought. There might be a little bit too much confrontation, sneakiness. Maybe that was maybe that's what's caused the stress within yourself, because they may have been the one who were trying to, maybe they hid information or were just very careful with certain bits of information that they said and didn't say. So that's deceitful in a way. And yeah, there might have been just this message between you that stressed you out, right? There is going to be an adjustment. There is going to be a balance in the future, as long as that's what you want, because you need to be emotionally intelligent. You need to not just be with someone just because of your heart. It also needs to be because of your head. But also just have compassion, because I mean, even if this person has maybe stressed you out, right? Just know that whether it was right or wrong, everyone has their reasons of, in relationships, they'll make decisions that they'll somehow rationalize because they want to be loved. So I know even if the intention is pure, it's just, I don't know, just try and be a little bit compassionate. I think you will be, though. All right, let's get some advice cards. But yeah, I do detect like there's going to be a sudden change in them. And they could be staying in your life or exiting. I genuinely don't know, because the Wheel of Fortune, you never know. That's just, you never know which way things are going to go. But things will become balanced again. So I've got a few advice cards for you. So we've got the Eight of Cups. You may have been emotionally disappointed in the past. You need to be focused on going in a pathway that you find emotionally fulfilling. Otherwise, you're just going to have more disappointment. It's okay to take a risk. We've got the Fool. It's okay to have a fresh new start. It's okay to try and forget everything that's in the past, but genuinely, okay, and have a fresh new start for both parties. It's okay to forgive people too. Seven of Pentacles. Just think about, look at this relationship like you are preparing the soil to have a plant grow. So look at this as making sure you're getting all the nutrients and the water and that the soil's aerated. So it's like you're focus on preparing the foundation with this person, because I feel like you can have that, but there needs to be more of a foundation. And that could be things like, you know, maybe learning how to communicate in a certain way, or going to couples counseling, or just, it could be a lot of things. You need to find out the answer for yourself, right? But laying the foundation. Anything that is over in the past, you need to let it go. I just kind of get the vibe that some of you might be hung up from past relationships, or maybe if you're trying this relationship again, things that happened in the past, but you truly need to let things go. Let it go. The past is the past. You can't go back in time. Let it go. Focus on the present. Learn from the past. Stay in the present, and then be guided by the future that you visualize. All right, pick a number 1, 2, or 3. You're going to pick your own destiny cards. But yeah, tell me, like, who is this person? I feel like it is definitely a relationship that you're in at this moment, most likely romantic. It might not be, right? It could be friendship. And for some of you, a very small amount, it could be work, business partnerships, things like that. All right, 1, 2, or 3, pick the number that resonates with you the most the first time. All right, if you picked 1, okay. If you picked 1, we've got the 4 of Wands on the surface, art, also known as temperance, beneath the surface, and the 6 of Swords. I feel like you've been putting off certain responsibilities, and you need to get back at it. But at the end of the day, you've been able to find a bit more of a balance with yourself. Like if there's been stress, maybe you've just been taking a break from the stress, and that's totally okay. You're finding more internal balance, calm, peacefulness within yourself, and that will eventually reflect in the world around you. This relationship may take you to a place you've never been before, and it's okay. Just because it's different doesn't mean it's wrong, but it also doesn't mean it's not going to be scary. It's go with the flow. This is the direction that the universe is taking you with. Go with it, go with it, go with it, because in new territories, new waters, there's brand new potential, okay? It's like that little fish being taken out of the little pond, being put in the big, massive ocean. Yes, it can be scary. Yes, it can be more dangerous, but you've got so much more space, so much more potential, so much more opportunity. So go with it. You're being taken in that direction for a reason. If you pick 2, wow, if you pick 2, you might want to find like a female therapist, right? But at the end of the day, or counselor, or just someone who you know has their head on straight. And it doesn't have to be a woman. It could be someone with super strong feminine energy, but it's most likely a woman. So you have what it takes to, you are a strong person, okay? You have healthy boundaries. You love life. You want the good things in life. That's fantastic. You're in touch with your emotions. That's fantastic as well. And there's going to be a new love opportunity, and you really need to take it. If you pick 3, we've got the Queen of Swords on the surface, we've got the Sun beneath the surface, and we've got the King of Swords. So I feel like there might be an air sign that you might be interested in, or someone with a lot of air in their chart, and you might have a lot of air in your chart as well. But I feel like you're being really logical, rational when it comes to choosing this person. But there's going to be a lot of joy in between you. Like the Sun is awesome, okay? And go forward with this King of Swords energy. So I feel like this might be the pair of you, and you've got really good positivity within you, and I feel like you have really good conversations. You love talking to each other, probably more talking than texting, but this is communication with a lot of words. I feel like you're on the same page. You're definitely like 2 peas in a pod, and you have the potential to have a really good life together, which is great. And you feel mentally calm overall around one another. All right, if you'd like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That's all in the description below. And make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, because I do monthly and mid-monthly videos. You can also follow me on social media, also in the description. And if you're still here, you get a secret bonus card. There's going to be a really big announcement, a really big crossroads, a really big decision that's going to be need to be made, and so this is likely about your relationship. There's going to be some sort of information or just announcement where you will have to make a good judgment call, and it will change the direction of your life. Good luck with that. Don't sweep anything under the rug. You need all of the information out there to be able to make this decision. Have a good month. Bye.